Alright, so hey guys, and welcome back. Hi. So of course I have my brows done, and I'm starting off with the Becca Refreshing Primer. I forgot to show a product clip, but this is new to the makeup world, or pretty new I want to say. So this is great for people with dry skin, or people who want their skin to look refreshed and rejuvenated. It does have this purple hue to it, but on the skin it does not show up like that. And now I'm going to be priming my eyes, so of course I'm taking my MAC paint pot in soft ochre and putting that all over my eyelids. You guys know this is one of my absolute favorite primers, hands down, no matter what, ride or die, forever and ever and ever until I find something new. But right after I take that, I'm going to go ahead and set my eyes with my Maybelline Better Skin powder, and I have been loving this for the eyes, all over the face, or for just any setting in general. And now I'm going to my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm taking the shade Peaches and Cream, and I'm taking my I want to say that's my MAC 242 brush. I usually use brushes like these. It's either my MAC one or one of my Morphe ones, and I'm just taking that and buffing that right into my crease. It's pretty much has no color, so it doesn't matter too much. Just a nice transition. And guys, do you see these under eye bags? They suck today. But now I'm going to be going in the shade with Puree, and I'm going to be taking that on one of my Mally brushes that I got in my BoxyCharm a couple months back, and I'm taking that same motions as I always do, those really tiny circles to help buff it into the crease, and then windshield wiper, which pretty much just means back and forth to make sure it stays exactly where I want it. And I'm going to do that to the same eye. You will kind of sort of see that I always take those exact same motions no matter what. It's what works best for my eyes, but those tiny little circles really help to make sure all the edges are blended for me. And now taking the shade Summer Yum on a Morphe M433. I'm pretty sure I want to say it's one of the rose gold ones, so it might have a different name, but it's pretty much just a Morphe M433. And I'm taking that on my outer kind of corner and inner part of my eye, and kind of starting to create that halo that I want to do. And I'm going to be going back to that same Mally brush and making sure everything is all blended. And of course, what you do to one eye, I always say this, you want to do right to the other. So you don't want to take this too far up in the crease, and you don't want to put any of that shade in the middle of your lid, because that's where you want to have that pop of color. So now I'm taking Charmed, I'm sure, excuse me, and making those same motions right on the outer part of my eye, and slowly making those windshield wiper motions to blend it exactly into that crease. Like I said, we don't want to take it too far up, so you mainly want to keep it focused everywhere. And taking that same brush, I'm just going to blend out all the little edges, but there is no added product on there, and that's really important. You don't want to add any more product, or else it's just going to smudge everywhere. So of course, repeating that on the other eye as well. You see me going in kind of, it looks like a sandwich or something. So taking on the first kind of inner part and blending it on the outer as well, and now I'm blending it carefully into my crease. So now we are taking the shade Caramelized finally, and taking that on my finger and just placing that right in the middle of the eyelid just to add a nice pop. This look isn't anything too intense or too bright as a halo eye. It's just this really nice neutral kind of brown shade. So I'm of course be doing that to the other part as well. A little bit of this goes a long way, and make sure you're not blending it too far out on the lid like I did. But I'm going back to my brush with a little bit of extra product added on there, and making sure my edges are blended so it actually looks like a pop of color in the middle of my eye and not just all over. But now I'm taking my Makeup Ever Excessive Lash Mascara, and I'm using this to go ahead and prep for my lashes. And I love this mascara. I got it in my gratis a couple months ago, and I have totally been missing out on this, but as per usual, I'm taking my Huda Beauty lashes in Scarlet. I always want to say that's the name. I always want to say Samantha, but they are Scarlet, and popping those right on my eyes. I pretty much am a master at applying these lashes. It's pretty easy for me because these are my everyday lashes, believe it or not, which is kind of sad that these are quote unquote everyday for me, but these are what I reach for on a almost daily basis, and I just like to make sure they're all in place. But I'm taking my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer because we are heading back to the face, so I'm double priming with this one and making sure everything is all smoothed out, focusing it on my nose, on my inner part of my cheeks, and a little bit on my forehead, as you guys can see, my skin is still clearing up. But, oh, for a third primer, because I have to be that extra, I'm taking my Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer. And I'm doing this because my foundation that I'm going to be wearing does not want to stay to my nose. So, without further ado, I'm taking my Hourglass, I forgot, stick foundation, Vanish stick foundation in the shade Linen, and making a crap ton of stripes on my face because you know your girl loves a full coverage foundation, and taking one on my nose. But to be even more extra, I'm packing more onto my Real Technique sponge to make sure that I get all the coverage that I want, and I'm going to be nicely packing that onto my skin, and you guys can see that this gives me a great coverage. I have bought this foundation and returned it so many times, but I have finally concluded that I love it. So yes, you guys do need this in your life. A little goes a long way. I can't believe myself. I'm so extra and I have to use like a pound of it every single day, but just making sure it's all blended. And I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Porcelain and making little triangles under my eyes, and I love this concealer. It smells so good. But believe it or not, this clip is going to get cut off. So yeah, here we go. So I did blend everything out, and you're seeing the final seconds of me blending everything out. I don't know why it cut off, but it just decided to, so whatever. And now I'm taking my Kat Von D translucent powder and making some extremely weird faces. Please excuse it. But I'm making sure everything is all nice and set. I'm going to be taking some more on my forehead because that place creases on me so bad. But while at the bake, I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm taking my Sigma Small Contour Brush, and I'm packing this baby all on my face. This bronzer has been my most recent obsession. I have been in love with this one. It smells so good, like coconut, and I can literally put this stuff on like forever. I cannot get enough of this bronzer. You guys can clearly see that I am super freaking pale, so I need all the bronzer that I can get. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a little bit of contouring, and right after that I'm going to go ahead and just swipe off all of that powder just to make sure I don't overbake or anything, because if I do, my under eyes get really dry and crinkly, and I already have dry skin, so that's not very good. Alright, and next for blush, I'm going to take my Too Faced Peach Glow palette, and taking that middle shade, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my cheeks. I'm going to start with my apples of my cheeks that you guys always see, and I'm going to go ahead and start blending it back towards my bronze slash contour, whatever you want to call it. And this just gives you a really nice peachy flush. It does have some shimmer in it, so it is going to look a little shimmery on the skin, which I love. But I'm taking that highlight shade and packing that all on my face, and just like the eyeshadow palette, this one does smell like peaches as well. So I'm going to take that and pack that all over my face, and it is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Yes, it's amazing. Alright, and for for my lips, I'm taking my ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade Trap. The ColourPop part wore off for some reason, but I have been wearing this almost every single day for the last little while. I've been in love with this this whole look, believe it or not. I've been wearing this pretty recently. I can't go a day without it, so this has been my current obsession, and I love this lip color. It feels so good on the lips. But here is the finished look, guys. I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I will be back with a ton more videos, so you don't want to miss out on them. And thank you all for watching. Of course, I will see you in my very next video, so bye!